My child, I can no longer wait. Time's up. The hour has come when I must speak to you with a voice that cannot be ignored. This is not a casual word, not something you can take lightly or push aside until it feels convenient. This is a final warning before doors close, before opportunities vanish, before the moment I have ordained passes by. My beloved, do not think you stumbled here by accident. I placed this message directly before your eyes because eternity is pressing in, and heaven itself is calling you to attention. This is for you right now, not tomorrow, not later, not when you feel ready. It is for this very instant. Listen closely, for your destiny hangs in the balance. My child, hear me now with all the weight of eternity pressing behind these words, for I speak to you not in suggestion, but in decree. I have been patient with you. I have waited. I have whispered. I have placed signs along your path, but the time of waiting is over. My mercy has stretched like an ocean around you, and my hand has shielded you again and again. But now the hour has arrived where you must choose. You can no longer delay, no longer excuse, no longer look away as if this is not for you. I am speaking directly into the core of your being, and you must know this message is not optional. It carries eternal weight. It is a holy summons from the throne of heaven, and I cannot soften it nor dilute it with gentleness, for the moment is too critical. Do you not realize how long I have pursued you? How many times I have stirred your heart when you felt something was missing? How many nights you lay awake, restless in your spirit, sensing a call you could not explain? That was me. Each nudge, each whisper, each door that opened and each one that closed, it was my hand guiding you, beckoning you to look up. Yet so many times you ignored it, convincing yourself that you had more time, that tomorrow would still be waiting. But I tell you now, tomorrow is not guaranteed. The breath in your lungs is borrowed, the time in your hands is fragile, and eternity waits for no one. My beloved, I have sent you warnings through circumstances. There were delays that frustrated you, but those delays were not accidents. They were my attempts to turn your eyes toward me. There were people who entered your life and then departed, and though you wondered why I allowed it, because they could not walk with you into where I was leading you. There were storms that shook you, trials that seemed unbearable, and yet even in them I was calling your attention back to me. But too often you dismissed my signals as coincidence, or worse, you drowned them out with distractions. I cannot allow you to live as though my voice is background noise. The time of ignoring me is finished. You have overlooked the very instructions that were meant to protect you. I told you in quiet moments to step away from what is harmful. I told you to forgive, but you held on to bitterness. I told you to trust me, but you clung to fear as if it could keep you safe. I showed you which doors to walk through, but you hesitated, paralyzed by doubt. My child, I do not say these things to shame you, but to wake you. You have mistaken my patience for permission, but I was never granting you endless time. I was giving you a window of mercy. That window is closing now, not because I have grown weary of you, but because I love you too much to let you stay where you are. Say you are my hiding place, God, if He's your safe refuge. I am calling you to a holy urgency. Do you not feel it in your spirit, the tightening, the weight, the undeniable sense that something is shifting around you? That is my spirit pressing on you. I cannot let you live another day in the illusion that you can postpone obedience until it suits you. You are standing at a threshold, and this moment is sacred. Heaven and earth bear witness to this word. My angels are attentive, watching, waiting for your response. This is no ordinary message. It is a divine decree. You think you have time to decide later, but I tell you, later is not promised. There are doors that are closing even now. Doors of opportunity, doors of favor, doors of alignment that I have prepared for you. If you do not walk through them now, they will not remain open forever. The adversary has studied your hesitation, and he knows how to use it against you. Every time you delay, every time you say not yet, the enemy celebrates because he knows delay is as dangerous as outright disobedience. But I am breaking that pattern in your life tonight. I am drawing a line in the sand and declaring, enough. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot walk halfway in my light while clinging halfway to darkness. You cannot cry out for destiny while clutching chains from the past. I am requiring a decision now. Not tomorrow, not after you feel ready, but now. For the weight of eternity presses on this moment. My spirit is stirring, my word is alive, and my presence surrounds you with urgency because this is the time I appointed before you were even born. My beloved, I am not speaking to condemn you, for I have never desired your destruction. I am speaking to rescue you. I am speaking as a father who sees the danger ahead and cannot stay silent while you linger on the edge. There are consequences for delay. There are losses that come from hesitation, and I will not allow you to stumble blindly into what will harm you when I have already prepared a way of escape. My patience was meant to lead you to repentance, to draw you nearer. But if you confuse my mercy with endless delay, you will miss the appointed hour of your breakthrough. Do you not remember how I pleaded with my people in the past? How I warned them through prophets, through dreams, through signs in the heavens and on the earth. And when they ignored me, when they hardened their hearts, the doors closed and the opportunity was lost. Not because I desired their ruin, but because time itself moved forward, and they refused to move with me. I do not want that for you. I am giving you this holy word to spare you the sorrow of missed destiny. Every instruction I have given you carries weight beyond what you see. You think obedience is small, but obedience is the key that unlocks heaven's treasures. When I tell you to forgive, it is not just for peace in your heart, it is to free you from chains that block your future. When I tell you to let go of fear, it is not just for courage, it is so that faith can usher you into miracles that fear would have stolen. When I tell you to separate from what drags you down, it is not just to remove pain, it is to align you with the people and places that will carry you into your calling. Every word I give is life, and every time you delay, you push life itself further from your grasp. I cannot wait any longer. Time is not in your hands, it is in mine. And I am declaring that the hour has come. The trumpet is sounding in your spirit. The call is echoing louder than ever before, and you must respond. The shaking you feel, the urgency pressing on your chest, the tears welling in your eyes even now, that is the confirmation that this is for you. My beloved, I am not speaking in riddles. I am not leaving you guessing. I am saying clearly, choose me now. Follow me now. Surrender now. I have been patient, but patience is not permission to linger endlessly. I gave you time to grow, but that time was never meant to be wasted. I gave you grace, but grace is not an excuse to wander without direction. I gave you chances, and now I am giving you the final invitation before the door closes. This is the threshold of destiny, and you cannot afford to step away. I remind you, this message carries eternal weight. It is not entertainment. It is not background noise. It is not a coincidence that you are hearing it at this exact moment. I wrote this moment into your story before the foundations of the world. I marked this day as the day your spirit would awaken, the day your heart would finally understand that I have been calling you all along. Do not miss it, my child. Do not turn away, for the time of waiting is finished, and the time of decision is here. My beloved child, draw near to my voice, for I am going to open before you the chambers of my heart. I want you to know that I have seen you. Every secret place where you wept, every dark corner where you thought no one noticed your pain, I was there. I did not look away. I did not leave you alone in the storm. I walked with you even when you could not feel me, even when silence made you question my nearness. I was there. I saw every tear. I was there in every silent night, and I collected the cries you buried in the quiet. None of it escaped me. You have carried loneliness like a heavy cloak draped across your shoulders. You long for someone to understand you, to see past the surface, to notice the battles inside your soul. But so often you felt invisible, overlooked, dismissed by those you trusted. The ones you gave your love to did not always honor it, and the ones you hoped would stand beside you sometimes turned away. I watched your heart shatter when betrayal came, when words spoken against you pierced deeper than any blade, when promises made by human lips dissolved into nothingness. You asked, "Why, Lord? Why must I carry this weight?" My child, I tell you now, I carried it with you. When you lay awake at night feeling abandoned, I was whispering to your spirit, "You are never forgotten. You are not alone. I am nearer than your breath." Please continue to support our channel, because every message we share is created with the purpose of bringing joy, peace, and true happiness into your life. Our deepest desire is to guide your heart closer to God, filling you with devotion, faith, and reverence for Him. And if you feel touched or blessed by our work, you can also show your love by using the Super Thanks button below. It means more to us than words can ever express. You thought your prayers were unanswered, that your cries were unheard, but every word reached my throne. Every sigh of your spirit was recorded in my presence. There were moments when you felt your prayers only echoed in emptiness, yet I tell you, I was listening more closely than you could ever imagine. When you begged me for relief and nothing seemed to change, I was not ignoring you, I was preparing something greater. You thought my silence meant absence, but my silence was a shield. I was working in places you could not see, weaving together outcomes that required patience, aligning circumstances that could not be rushed. I was building endurance in you, shaping strength, preparing your spirit for the very moment you stand in now. I saw the nights when anxiety clawed at your mind, when fear wrapped chains around your chest, when sleep fled and you wrestled with thoughts that made you feel small and broken. I was beside you in those moments. I counted every heartbeat, steadied every breath, whispered peace even as you tossed and turned. When you thought no one could possibly understand the weight you carried, I understood fully. I knew the pressure, I knew the ache, and I carried it in my heart as if it were my own. My beloved, I never left you in that anguish. Even when you doubted me, I was still holding you together. Do you remember the times when you almost gave up, when the pain felt unbearable, when despair whispered that there was no reason to continue? You did not see it, but I was the hand that lifted you, the unseen strength that kept your feet from slipping completely. When you thought you survived on your own will, it was my spirit sustaining you. When you thought the light returned by coincidence, It was my mercy breaking through your darkness. I refuse to let you be consumed. You are alive this very moment because I decreed that your story would not end in despair. You asked me why doors closed, why relationships crumbled, why opportunities slipped away. You thought it was punishment, that perhaps you had failed too greatly. But no, my child, those losses were not rejection, they were protection. I removed what would have destroyed you. I closed paths that led only to harm. I allowed people to leave because they could not walk with you into the destiny I have prepared. Every ending you mourned was making room for a beginning that your heart could not yet see. Every no was preparing you for a greater yes. I saw your confusion. I heard the questions you never voiced aloud. Lord, do you even care? Lord, are you still here? Lord, why does it feel like nothing is changing? And I answer you now. I cared every second. I was with you every step. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Every tear watered seeds of strength. Every trial carved endurance into your soul. Every disappointment purified your heart to recognize my true voice. While you thought you were being abandoned, you were being refined. While you thought you were walking in circles, I was leading you in preparation. My child, I know the betrayal you endured cut deep. You trusted, and that trust was broken. You loved, and that love was mishandled. The pain of rejection bruised your spirit and left you questioning your worth. But hear me. Your value was never diminished by their inability to cherish you. I never measured you by the opinions of man. You are worth more than rubies in my sight. You are engraved on the palms of my hands. You are my treasure, my beloved, and I will never treat you as disposable. I will never cast you aside. I will never betray you. The wounds others left in your heart, I am healing even now with a love that cannot be broken. When you walked through seasons of lack, when your resources dwindled and you feared you would not make it, I was still your provider. Do you not remember the unexpected help that came, the provision that appeared when you were at your lowest? That was me. I fed you in hidden ways. I clothed you with mercy. I carried you when you thought you would collapse under the weight. Every time you whispered, I don't know how I'll make it, my angels were already moving to sustain you. You never walked abandoned, even when your bank was empty, even when your hands felt bare. My beloved, I saw your secret battles with shame and regret. You replayed the past in your mind, thinking perhaps you ruined everything, that maybe you missed your chance. But I tell you this, nothing in your past is stronger than my mercy. Nothing you lost is beyond my power to restore. Nothing you broke is beyond my hand to rebuild. I was with you even in your mistakes, not to condemn you, but to guide you back into truth. I never turned away in disgust. I leaned closer in compassion. I covered you in grace when guilt threatened to drown you. I whispered hope when condemnation tried to silence you. And I say again, you are not beyond redemption. You are not too far gone. You are still mine. Comment forever yours, Jesus, if you're never turning back. I have been preparing you all along. The loneliness was shaping your heart to recognize my presence as enough. The betrayals were teaching you to trust in me as your unshakable foundation. The unanswered prayers were aligning your spirit with my perfect timing. The silent nights were training you to hear my whisper in the stillness. Every moment of pain was not wasted. It was shaping you into a vessel that can now carry the weight of glory I am about to release into your life. Do not despise what you endured, for it has forged you. You are stronger than you realize, not because of your own strength, but because my strength has carried you through. You thought you were being crushed, but you were being refined. You thought you were being abandoned, but you were being prepared. You thought the silence was my absence, but it was my presence in disguise, guarding you until this appointed hour. I want you to understand the depth of my empathy for you. I did not stand far off watching you suffer. I was in the fire with you. I was in the storm at your side. I was in the valley of shadows holding your hand. Every bruise you carried I felt with you. Every tear you shed I caught as a treasure. Every cry you whispered I received as incense before my throne. I was not absent. I was closer than you ever knew. Now, my child, you must see why I speak with such urgency. I have brought you through every season, not to leave you where you are, but to bring you here to this moment, to this decision, to this revelation. All the pain was preparation. All the loss was leading you to greater gain. All the silence was shaping your ears to hear me now. You are standing on holy ground, and everything you endured has prepared you to receive what I am about to do. So lift your head. Wipe the tears that still cling to your face. The sorrow of yesterday does not define you. The betrayals of the past cannot hold you. The loneliness of the night cannot dictate your future. I am here, and I have always been here. I never left. I never abandoned. I never turned away. You are mine, and every scar you carry is a testimony that you survived because I was with you. And now, I declare, you will not only survive, you will flourish. You will walk in strength. You will see the answers that once felt delayed. You will behold the restoration I promised. The season of pain has been your preparation, and this moment is your awakening. My beloved child, now you must listen with a heart open wide, for what I am about to say will pierce through every layer of comfort and expose the things you have hidden even from yourself. I speak to you not to condemn but to confront, because I love you too much to let you carry what has no place in the season I am leading you into. You cry out for breakthrough, you plead for change, you long for restoration, and yet there are weights you still clutch that prevent you from stepping fully into what I have prepared. Hear me clearly, you cannot carry old chains into a new season. The door I am opening before you is narrow, and it will not allow you to drag the baggage of disobedience, compromise, and distraction with you. You must confront the distractions that have stolen your attention. How many hours have been consumed by empty pursuits, by things that numb your soul but never feed your spirit? You have let noise drown out my whispers. You have scrolled through endless words of men but neglected the living word I gave you. You fill your days with busyness, yet your heart cries out for peace that only comes from me. My child, do you not see? Every distraction is designed to keep you numb to my voice. The enemy knows he cannot steal you from my hand, but if he can keep you distracted, he can keep you ineffective. I am calling you back to focus. I am calling you to put away what steals your time, to silence the voices that drown out my spirit, and to give me the first fruits of your attention. You must confront compromise. There are places where you have allowed little cracks in the wall of your obedience, convincing yourself that small sins are harmless. But small cracks grow into wide breaches, and breaches invite the enemy in. You have told yourself that what you watch, what you say, the bitterness you harbor, or the pride you excuse are insignificant. But I tell you now, they are chains. Chains disguised as habits. Chains disguised as coping. chains disguised as harmless choices. My beloved, I cannot allow you to enter your next season carrying these chains. You must lay them down. I am not asking for perfection in your own strength. I am asking for surrender. Let go of what pollutes your spirit, and I will purify you. Release the compromises, and I will clothe you with holiness. You must confront the bitterness that poisons your heart. I have asked you to forgive, and yet you hold on to wounds as though they define you. You replay betrayals, rehearse offenses, and cling to anger as though it protects you. But in truth, bitterness is not a shield, it is a chain. It binds you to the past and blinds you to the future. You cannot walk in freedom while shackled to resentment. Forgiveness is not excusing the wrong. It is releasing yourself from the prison of pain. My child, I bled on the cross to forgive every offense against heaven, and I am asking you now to release the offenses done against you. Do not drag old grudges into new grace. Let go, and you will feel the weight lift. You must confront the secret sins you think no one sees. You believe you can hide them in the dark corners of your heart, but I see them all. I do not expose them to shame you, but to heal you. Sin thrives in secrecy, but it loses its power when brought into the light. You have whispered, I will deal with it later, but later is a lie. Every moment you delay, the chain grows tighter. My beloved, I did not call you to live in bondage. I did not redeem you with my blood so that you would continue hiding in shadows. I am calling you into the light. Bring every secret to me. Lay every hidden sin at my feet. My grace is sufficient to forgive, and my power is strong to deliver. Do not believe the lie that you must clean yourself before you come to me. Come to me as you are, and I will wash you. You must confront fear. Fear has wrapped itself around your mind like a snake, whispering lies that paralyze your steps. You fear failure, so you hesitate. You fear rejection, so you hide. You fear lack, so you cling to control. But fear is not your master. I am. I did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Yet you have allowed fear to dictate your choices. My beloved, fear is a thief. It steals courage, it robs obedience, and it strangles destiny. You cannot walk into your future while bowing to fear. I am commanding you to stand in faith. Even if your knees tremble, step forward. Even if your voice shakes, speak the truth. Even if your heart races, obey my instruction. I am with you, and when I am with you, fear has no authority. You must confront procrastination. How many times have I whispered to your spirit, move now, and yet you delayed? How many doors have I opened, and you stood on the threshold, waiting for a perfect moment that never came? Delay has cost you peace. Delay has cost you opportunities. Delay has kept you wandering in cycles. My beloved, you cannot keep saying tomorrow when I am calling for today. Do you not realize that every delay is disobedience in disguise? The enemy deceives you by saying, there is still time, but I tell you now, the time is up. The window is open, but it will not remain open forever. Obey now, and you will see breakthrough. My child, I am not confronting you because I am angry with you. I am confronting you because I love you too much to let you carry poison into your promise. You cannot hold on to fear and still walk in faith. You cannot cling to bitterness and still embrace joy. You cannot hide sin and still walk in freedom. You cannot live in procrastination and still step into destiny. Everything that has delayed your breakthrough has been rooted in what you refuse to release. I'm not withholding from you. You are withholding from me. But if you will surrender fully every fear, every bitterness, every compromise, every hidden sin, every excuse, then the floodgates will open. The chains will fall. The breakthrough you have been praying for will no longer be delayed. Do not deceive yourself by thinking you can balance both. Light and darkness cannot dwell together. Faith and fear cannot share the same throne. Love and bitterness cannot coexist in the same heart. You must choose. My beloved, I am calling you to surrender fully. Do not hold back parts of your life, thinking you can manage them on your own. Give me everything, the wounds you hide, the habits you excuse, the fears you justify. Place them all at my feet. I will not reject you. I will not shame you. I will not condemn you. I will heal you. I will free you. I will make you whole. But hear me. You cannot enter this next season with chains still wrapped around you. If you try, the chains will break you before you ever see the fullness of my promise. This is why I speak with urgency. This is why I will not soften this truth. I am not waiting any longer. Time is up. Choose surrender now. Choose freedom now. Choose life now. And when you do, when you finally let go, you will see the beauty of my power unleashed. You will feel the weight lift from your chest. You will walk lighter, freer, stronger than ever before. The very things that once enslaved you will become testimonies of my deliverance. The fears that once silenced you will be silenced themselves. The bitterness that once chained you will dissolve in the flood of my love. The sins that once hid in darkness will be destroyed by the light of my Spirit. The hesitation that once delayed you will be replaced by bold, courageous obedience. This is my promise to you. If you surrender fully, you will lack nothing. If you let go of what chains you, you will grasp what I have prepared. If you trust me enough to release everything, you will see that I am enough for you. But if you cling to the old, if you refuse to confront what I am exposing, you will miss what has been waiting for you. My beloved, choose wisely. This is the hour of decision. This is the moment where heaven leans close to see how you will respond. Do not let this word pass as though it were nothing. It is a lifeline, a summons, a holy confrontation from the one who loves you beyond measure. Surrender now, for the time of delay has ended. My beloved child, lean in close now, for the weight of eternity rests upon these words. You are standing at the breaking point, the place where everything begins to shift. The chapter of waiting is closing. The pages you lingered on, the delays you grew accustomed to, the endless cycles of almost and not yet, they are being sealed. Do you hear it? The sound of doors shutting, the echo of heaven's clock striking midnight, the unseen movement of angels positioning themselves even now. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. This is the threshold moment you have been brought to. And if you hesitate here, if you turn away or push this aside as if it were nothing, you will miss what heaven has prepared for you. Do not deceive yourself, child, into believing you have endless time. Time is my creation, and I hold it in my hands. I have stretched mercy. I have given delay as grace, but grace was never meant to be an excuse for disobedience. The hour has come when my Spirit will no longer wait for your hesitation. Do not think lightly of this. Do not treat it as another message you can scroll past or revisit later. I speak to you now with fire because the urgency is holy, and this moment is the culmination of what I have been preparing in you for years. I tell you plainly, if you hesitate, you will forfeit what I have set before you, not because I desire to withhold from you, but because doors do not remain open forever. There are windows of destiny that heaven releases, moments carved into eternity where obedience must align with opportunity. When those windows close, no human hand can force them open again. You stand in one such moment now. The door I have opened before you will not remain open indefinitely. The sound you hear is the hinge moving, the closing edge drawing nearer. Do not ignore this. Picture the midnight hour, my child, the final toll of the clock when one day ends and another begins. That is where you stand. The familiar is ending, the season of waiting is closing, and a new dawn waits to break forth. But you cannot drag hesitation into this new day. You cannot carry doubt into this new chapter. I am calling you to step forward, even if you do not understand, even if fear trembles in your chest. Trust that I, the Eternal One, am holding this moment in my hands, and I will not let you fall if you obey me now. Even now, my angels are moving on your behalf. They are being dispatched to fight battles you cannot see, to open paths you could never open, to prepare blessings that would overwhelm you if you saw them all at once. But those angels move in alignment with obedience. If you remain still in hesitation, they cannot deliver what was appointed. If you shrink back in doubt, you delay their assignment. The heavenly host is not idle, they are moving now. And I want you to move with them. Do not let your delay place you outside the flow of what heaven is doing. You not see the signs I have already given. The restlessness in your spirit, the sudden changes around you, the unexpected opportunities that have appeared, they are not random. They are indicators that heaven's timetable has reached its climax for you. The urgency you feel pressing in your heart is not pressure from the world, it is the pulse of heaven. The heartbeat of your destiny crying out that the moment is now. You cannot ignore this cry. To ignore it would be to turn away from the very breakthrough you have begged me for. Type amen if you believe God is opening new doors for you, and share this message to bless someone's path.